What's up, tribe? Happy Friday. Come in, come in, come in. Take a seat. Baby, listen. We about to get started, okay? We about to get started. We're going to share this out because, YouTube be playing games with me sometimes. So let me share this out. Let the people know we here. And we are getting ready to talk about Ernesto and Shirley Strawberry and Erica, King, Rothschild, Hughley, Trump, Obama, Hussein, and then we're going to talk about side chick Sonya, whatever the child name is, Forehead. We're going to call her Forehead today. And we are going to get into all of the things that are happening down to the Fulton County. Now, Fulton County, we having a lot going on, y'all. Fulton County has a lot going on. We know they have the YSL RICO situation going on. That's just a whole child. We know they have the Donald Trump situation. We know that they had her Honorable Fannie Williams. Listen, they got a lot going on, but somewhere in the shuffle, outside of those of us who have been following this case from the beginning, somewhere in the shuffle, child, they're not paying attention to Ernesto. But baby, we gonna talk about it. So let's get ready to get into it. We're going to start from the beginning. We're going to slow walk it. Because we got a lot to cover, okay? Shout out to Pam, the law intellect, who, hooked the sister up, okay? Because, I'm not nobody's attorney. Honey. Let's get ready to get into it. Okay. As you guys come in, please hit the like button. I appreciate that. Here I come now. I'm coming on camera now. Y'all know I don't like not being on camera. Here we go. Happy Friday. I hope everybody had a great week, child. It was a rough week for me. You see it. Ooh, can't wait to get to the hairdresser in the morning. All right. Hey, y'all, finishing my walk in driving to get Chinese, but I need to hit this live. Ooh, I need a good Chinese restaurant in my area because, baby, the Chinese don't be Chinese like it used to. The Chinese food in my area don't. Oh, it's just not good. So for those who are new to this, let's just do we're going to do a quick walk down memory lane. Now, last year, no, actually it was in 2022, I guess. We got hip to what was going on because, listen, Ernesto, nobody knew that this was the same Ernesto that was married to Shirley Strawberry, child. Getting ready for work became Mrs. Live. Come on in. JL said it just ain't the same. They don't even use real fried rice anymore. They use that yellow rice. And I hate it. I want real fried rice. It's like the only place that I could go to. See, this how I be going left and people be complaining. Stay focused, Really be. Stay focused. We can talk about the Chinese food during the tribe meeting. Let's stay focused. Okay. So what we found out was there was an online bond hearing or whatever, and that's when some people made the connection and it blew the internet up. We were like, what? Shirley Strawberry's husband, Ernesto, what? What's going on? So let's go back to the beginning and let's work our way forward till we get to what happened this week. So this is dated October the 25th of 2022, okay? Roswell police have arrested 2 people in connection to a $1 million business scheme. Investigators say 57-year-old Ernest Williams and 46-year-old Erica King convinced people to pay them for their business expertise. They would align themselves with their victims with promises to be able to grow their brands, their missions, their life goals, their social media followings. Police say that Williams and King acted in part. The people paid good money for these services. However, investigators say they never provided the services and it was all a scam. We know about more than a dozen victims and over $1 million in monetary property loss. Roswell detectives first began looking into Williams and King in June regarding a case of rental fraud at a property on, I ain't gonna read the address. Once detectives started looking into their financial transactions, it led them to the extensive business scheme. Williams and King both have multiple charges of fraud, forgery, and theft against them. Police say that Ernesto Williams also goes by Nesto. Erica King also goes by Erica Hughley or Erica Hughley Rothschild. Investigators believe that there are victims who have been scammed but have not yet come forward. If you know anything about this case, blah, 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 blah. Then it says call Crime Stoppers, right? Well, it was around that time that I think people started connecting the dots for some reason, because remember, during his arraignment, there was this salacious statement about one of his charges potentially involving animals in a sexual manner. Remember that? That's what blew up the internet. And we were like, what? What? So from that point, it got our interest. Well, then it was this little, at the time, this little YouTube channel that, you know, there's a place for everything on YouTube, right? Anybody that wants to start a YouTube channel and you think, well, what I'm interested in, nobody will care about it. Listen, there's a place for everything and everybody on YouTube. You just got to find your people, okay? There was this little YouTube channel back then called Phone Calls from Prison. Well, Phone Calls from Prison started dropping Ernesto Williams tapes. And we were all like, wait, what? Shirley Strawberry from the, I was going to say Tom Joyner, from Steve Harvey Morning Show. Now, listen, my timeline might not be 100%, so don't come back and say, nah, that happened in this time. No, we know that the internet blew up about Ernesto Williams, and people made the connection that he was married to Shirley Strawberry. And then a couple of months later, we started getting these phone calls from prison. Now, Pam was on it. Okay? Pam, the law intellect, she was on it early and often. Okay? Early and often. And as these more and more these phone calls started coming out, then there was this one phone call that blew up everything where Shirley Strawberry was talking ish about Steve Harvey and her and his wife. I remember that went viral and that became a thing. Then we met up with Miss Sonia. Sonia was the woman that was visiting Ernesto in jail that he was flirting with and talking about. We were like, what? So is that the mistress? Is that the other lady? And this has been going on for a year, okay? Fast forward through all of that. It has been going on for a year. Now, let me read you guys this other article before we get into the indictment. I know y'all ready to hear the indictment. We're going to get to it. But let's listen to this other. It's a quick article, y'all. It ain't long. Where Shirley Strawberry spoke on the situation, okay? Shirley Strawberry spoke on the situation. Radio host Shirley Strawberry says she was scammed by her husband of 6 years. Now, this article was written on September 11th of 2023. As one of the co-hosts of the Steve Harvey Morning Show, Shirley Strawberry is no stranger to scandals and drama. On the show, Shirley hosts a segment called The Strawberry Letter, in which she discusses stories from fans about their issues with marriage, family life, and other related dramas. Recently, though, Shirley has hinted that her own life has taken a turn for the dramatic, and she even suggested that there would be an upcoming show focused on that drama. Following Shirley's tease, many wanted to learn more about what happened to her, and what she's already said publicly about it. In an Instagram video, which has now been deleted, Shirley claimed that her husband, Ernesto Williams, had been scamming her for years. In the emotional video, Shirley said that Ernesto had lied to her both about who he was and what his intentions were. She said that Ernesto had been using her name and credit to buy cars, houses, and other luxury items without her knowledge or consent. Now, I'm going to put a little pin in that right there. I'm going to put a pin in that right there. Shirley, you know your credit won't that good. Now, Shirley, we ain't gonna put all that on Ernesto. I mean, we can put about 80% of it on Ernesto. Around the same time that Shirley announced these revelations, it was also reported that Ernesto had been arrested for possession of a weapon and would now calls that are allegedly between Ernesto and Shirley, as well as Ernesto and the woman he was having an affair with, have been leaked, causing an entire new round of chaos. So then it goes on to talk about what we already said, that she made some nasty comments about Steve Harvey and Marjorie. VIP lady said from day one, grown woman vibes and real talk bougie. Also Pam. Yeah, I don't want to listen. I'm not disregarding anybody else, but Pam, y'all know Pam, that's my girl. So yes, there were other YouTubers that have been following the story. So I don't want nobody to feel like I'm not slighting anybody. Grown woman vibes. My girl V Lenore has jumped on the train these last couple of months. I know child infamous Sylvia, she done got herself caught up in some mess. We ain't gonna go down that road. I don't know that woman like that. But yeah, so I don't mean no disrespect to any other YouTuber that's been on it. But y'all know, I know Pam. That's my girl. That's my girl. Y'all say, everybody say happy birthday to Tracy. While I pull up the indictment, everybody flood the chat. Tracy, today is Tracy's birthday. Y'all know Tracy is she is my showrunner, honey. She is one of my number one mods, and she is a showrunner. Okay, y'all wish, and if y'all want to tip Tracy, she not gonna put her cash in the chat. But if y'all want to tip Tracy, if you want to cash at me and just put it in the memo for Tracy, I will forward it to her. If y'all want to tip Tracy, because y'all know I'll be telling her, and she don't never want to do it herself. But if y'all want to send Tracy a birthday tip, y'all can send it to me, and I will forward it to her. Just say for Tracy, child. For Tracy. Okay, so let's pull up this indictment. So earlier this week, we found out that Ernesto, now this man has been in jail for over a year, and he keep complaining. Again, I'm not going to go through all the phone calls from prison. Y'all go over to the YouTube channel Phone Call from Prison, and y'all can get all of the tea. Oh boy. I don't have no more stuff over here. Y'all can get all the tea from phone calls from prison. But basically, he been complaining, honey. Well, what we found out now is that he was indicted on RICO charges. Okay? Now, before we get into this indictment, I got one more thing to do. I want to just read y'all the definition for racketeering. And I'm not reading y'all that definition because I think y'all are not smart enough to know what the definition is. I'm reading y'all the definition because I want y'all to know. Because racketeering is mentioned a lot in this indictment, okay? So I just wanted to be on the same page. So the definition for racketeering is, it's a type of organized crime in which a person set up a coercive, fraudulent, extortionary, or otherwise illegally coordinated scheme or operation, aka a racket, to repeatedly or consistently collect a profit. So you are going to hear the word racketeering over and over and over again in this indictment, and that is why. Okay, so let me pull it up. Hold on, let me check something real quick before I go any further. Let me check something. I can't go for that. No, I no can do. I can't go for that. Can't go for that. I don't know why that song is in my head, but it is. Let me check something real quick before we get any further. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. I just had to make sure I had done something. It's so much stuff you got to do to set up. Okay. Thank you. I see the cash app for Tracy. Thank you. I'll forward everything at the end. If anybody else wants to tip Tracy, somebody just bought you a couple of drinks, honey. I'll forward that to you. Again, I'll wait. I'll wait so I can forward it all at one time. Again, if you want to tip Tracy, you can just send it to me and I will forward it to her. Okay. All right, let me scroll. Before I pull this up on, I want to scroll past, make sure I'm not. Okay. Child. Okay. So let's get into this indictment. Now, the indictment is sort of long, y'all, but we're gonna, y'all know. Now, Pam gonna give it to you because she can give y'all that legalese. Y'all know we're gonna do the Cliff Notes, child. Pam says she might be opening up the law offices of Ratchet and Hood tonight, so she might give y'all some Ratchet and Hoodies. Okay. All right, let me share my screen and we're going to get into it. So first of all, we're going to look at the charges. Baby Shark, do. All right. Not Nesto, your sale is ready. That's funny. Somebody need to make it a song, child. Did anybody forget to like the video? Tracy said she forgot. She must be drunk. Tracy said she forgot to like the video. Tracy must be drunk, y'all. Tracy drunk. She done forgot to like the video. There's 180 of y'all in here. If you haven't already liked the video, you can please do that. I appreciate that. Okay, let's get into the things. So first of all, this is the official indictment. You can see all the legalese and so on and so forth. The state of Georgia versus Ernest Williams, a.k.a. Ernest Levitt Williams, a.k.a. Nesto. And Erica King, a.k.a. Erica Hughley, a.k.a. Erica Hughley. Well, they say Rothschild is one of her. Oh, they spell Erica differently. Let's get into this. So, charge number 1, violation of the Georgia RICO Act, which RICO stands for Racketeer, Influence, and Corrupt Organizations. Charge number 2, false swearing. Charge number 3, filing false documents. Charge number 4, bigamy. Now, remember, we talked about that. Charge number 5, theft by taking. Another theft by taking. Conspiracy to commit unauthorized practice of law. Filing false documents. Identity fraud. Filing false documents. I'm on number 13. I just stopped saying the number, but I'm just gonna go through it. Another identity fraud. 2 more identity frauds. Theft. 2 more theft by takings. Conspiracy to commit unauthorized practice of law. False statements and writings. 1, 2, 3. 3 more identity frauds. 1, 2. 2 more theft by taking. Theft of services. Deposit account fraud. 1, 2, 3 more. 3, 4, 5 more identity frauds. Another theft by taking. A conspiracy to commit unauthorized practice of law. Filing false documents. 2 more identity frauds. Another theft by taking. Conspiracy to commit unauthorized practice of law. Identity fraud and theft by taking. Altogether, this is 39 counts that are listed on this indictment. 39 counts. All right, let's scroll. Y'all know we can scroll through this. All right, let's read. This is the manner and methods of the RICO scheme. From at least December 1st of 2009. 2009, y'all. Through June the 30th of 2022. Ernest Williams engaged in a pattern of racketeering activity in Fulton County, Georgia, elsewhere in the state of Georgia, and in other states. The RICO scheme was designed to defraud unsuspecting individuals, businesses, and government entities with the primary purpose of depriving numerous victims of their property. Williams stole U.S. currency, personal vehicles, motorcycles, coach buses, trailers, automotive parts, and other various services and property, often by falsely promising to help his victims engage in new business ventures to promote their existing business ventures or to help them build brand or image. Many of Williams' victims were women, and Williams often used the illusion of romantic or close personal relationships with those victims to manipulate them and to steal from them. As part of the scheme, Williams knowingly entered into a fraudulent marriage with Shirley Strawberry, a famous radio host. Williams used the voided marriage and the high-profile celebrity connections he made because of the marriage in furtherance of other frauds. During the course of the scheme, Williams recruited multiple co-conspirators, including Erica King. On multiple occasions, Williams solicited King to fraudulently assume the identities of multiple attorneys licensed to practice law in Georgia in order to deceive law enforcement and the courts, including by appearing in court and by falsely and fraudulently representing Williams in hearings as part of the pattern of racketeering activity. Williams engaged in various related criminal activities, including but not limited to theft by taking, theft by conversion, theft by deception, theft by services, theft by bringing stolen property into the state, acts involving theft, false swearing, filing false documents and writings, identity fraud, and deposit account fraud. So I need to take a moment right there, y'all. I need to take a minute. First of all, it's 185 of y'all in here. I hope that we got at least 120 likes. Can we take a pen right there for a second? You know, I'm a sucker sometimes. I'm a sucker sometimes. I can tell y'all that. If somebody looks like they mean it and they sound sincere and they say, I didn't do it, I promise you, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. If people say it enough to me, sometimes listen, kids have gotten over on me, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. But when you hear, if y'all have been listening to these phone calls from prison for the last year, and you have heard how this man has sworn up and down how innocent he was, and how they don't have nothing on him, and how it's all a setup, and how they bamboozling him, and how these people are lying on him. And now you look at this, now again, he's still innocent until proven guilty. He is still innocent until proven guilty. But you look at this indictment and you say, wait a minute, from 2009? Let's keep reading, y'all. Let's keep reading. All right. Acts of racketeering activity. The said accused engaged in the following acts of racketeering activity in furtherance of one or more incidents, schemes, or transactions that had the same and similar intent, results, accomplices, victims, and methods of commission, and otherwise were interrelated, by distinguishing characteristics and were not isolated incidents. This interrelated pattern of criminal activity was motivated by a precautionary gain. On and between December 1st of 2009 through January the 31st of 2010, the exact date being unknown to the grand jury, Ernest Williams committed the felony offense of theft by conversion. It goes through the Georgia Code, and it says, by having lawfully obtained U.S. currency, the property of Drusilla Scott, the value of which exceeded $500, under an agreement to make a specified application of such funds, knowingly converting the funds to his own use in violation of the agreement. Act 2. He committed felony offense of theft of services in Fulton County, Georgia, by knowingly obtaining construction and remodeling services which were available only for compensation, the value of which was at least $1,500 but less than $5,000, from Mario Alvarado by deception and with the intent to avoid payment. This was an act of racketeering activity pursuant, and they give you the Georgia Code. On or about October the 18th, he committed the felony offense of theft by taking. By unlawfully taking U.S. currency, the property of Crystal Waters, the value of which was at least $5,000 but less than $25,000, with the intention of depriving owner of said property. This was an act, and it just keeps saying some of this stuff. I'm not going to keep reading the same thing over and over again, you guys, because they keep saying act of racketeering, act of racketeering. But let me say this too. Something that Sonia kept saying on those phone calls from prison was, well, those are Those are civil cases. That's not criminal. Those are civil. But you do understand that the government or the state can decide to take up a civil situation and charge it as a criminal situation. We saw the same thing with Whitehead. The case between him and Pauline Anderson was a civil case that the government included in his indictment. So I don't understand why people think that they can't cross over. Because at the end of the day, a lot of times people go to civil court, not because it's not a crime, but because it's not important enough for the state to pick up, or maybe the state doesn't feel like there's enough evidence. So let's be clear. If somebody steals my iPhone, right? Somebody steals my iPhone, and I decide I want to press charges, do you think that the local government is really you think that the city or the state that I live in is really going to go after somebody for stealing my iPhone, even if I have proof and I know they have it? Probably not. But I can take them to civil court for the cost of my iPhone and get my money back. You see what I'm saying? It still doesn't mean this person didn't steal my phone. It just means that the state is saying that's not important. Like, we got people out here that's unaliving people, and we got some serious cases we got to handle. We got bigger fish to fry, right? All right. Act number 5. On or about November the 24th of 2013, he committed the felony offense of theft by deception by unlawfully obtaining U.S. currency for the property of Melvin Stokes, the value of which was $5,000 but less than $25,000 by deceitful means, by selling a 1989 Prevost vehicle to Stokes while intentionally failing to disclose a substantial and valid lien and other legal impediments to the enjoyment of the vehicle with the intention of depriving. So you stole this man a motor coach, because that's Prevost makes motor coaches, and it already had a lien on it. This man thought he bought a vehicle free and clear. On or about December the 16th of 2014, committed the felony offense of false swearing. Unlawfully having been administered a lawful oath and having executed a document knowingly that it purported to be acknowledgement of a lawful oath, knowingly and willfully making the false statement that each of Ernest Williams' prior marriages had been dissolved by divorce, and that Ernest Williams was not subject to any legal impediment or other reason that he should not be married. So basically, he filed a marriage license and knew his ass was still married. Okay. On or about December the 16th of 2014, filing false documents, he filed a marriage license application in the probate court of Fulton County, knowing and having reason to know that the document was false. Sir, you knew you were still married to that lady. You knew you were still married to that other lady. You know what I think had happened? Can I tell y'all something? I don't think he thought, so what's up, St. James? Hey, boo. I don't think he had planned to stay married to Shirley Strawberry as long as he did. I think she was supposed to be a short con. I'm serious. I think, because he's clearly, in my opinion, shown himself to be a criminal con, a career con man, in my opinion. So I think he was going to marry her. He was going to get in. He was going to get to know. He was going to get to know some of her celebrity friends. He was going to get in the inner circle, and then he was going to divorce her. And knowing that the marriage wasn't valid, I think he thought he was going to get in and get out. I think he was going to get in and get out. And I think what happened was it got good to him. I think it got good to him. You know what I'm saying, y'all? I think that Shirley, if you're watching this, which I know you probably not, but girl, if you're watching this, don't get offended by what I'm about to say. I think Shirley was such an easy mark. She by her own admission, the man came and went as he pleased. He half the time he didn't even come home. She didn't know where this man was half the time. And I just think it was an easy mark. And, 1 year led to year 2, that led to year 3, that led to year 4. And before he knew it, he was caught up. And next thing you know, they've been married 8-9 years. I really don't think he intended to stay married to her. I really don't. I don't think, I think he got caught up, y'all. I think he got caught up. But anyway, that's my opinion. That's my opinion. Let's get back to this indictment, child. On or about November the 3rd of 2017. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. No, I'm sorry. We had Act 8, child. May the 1st of 2017, Mr. Williams committed a felony offense in violation of Kentucky. Oh, that's the statute. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. He committed the offense of theft by deception in violation of Kentucky Reverend statute in Fayetteville County. Oh, yeah, in Kentucky. I was right. By obtaining U.S. currency, the property of Chantel Hawker. I ain't never seen Chantel spelled like that. Y'all see how Chantel is spelled? Shontail. I have never seen Chantel spelled like that. Shontail. Now, I've been a teacher a long time, and I thought I done seen these names spelled every which way you could. I have never seen it spelled like that before. That is very interesting. Okay, though. No problem. All right. The value of which exceeded $10,000 by deception with intent to deprive the owner of said property by reinforcing a false impression as to intention and state of mind. This was an act involving theft, which is chargeable under the laws of the state of Kentucky and which is punishable by imprisonment by blah, blah, blah. On or about November the 11th, Ernest Williams committed the felony offense of deposit account fraud in DeKalb County, Georgia, by making, drawing, and delivering a check, an instrument for the payment of money to a bank, to Carlos Torres in the amount of $9,000 for the present consideration of a 1998 Prevost vehicle, knowing that said check would not be honored by the drawee. This was an act involving theft, which is chargeable under the laws of the state of Georgia and which is punishable. You writing checks that you know the bank ain't gonna cash, honey. January the 4th of 2018, Ernest Williams committed felony of theft by bringing stolen property into the state. By bringing a 2011 Rolls-Royce Ghost vehicle, the property of Specialty Car Collection, the value of which exceeds $24,000 into the state of Georgia, knowing said property had been stolen in Los Angeles. You done stole it from LA and drove it to Georgia? Yeah, allegedly. This is what you're being charged with, sir. Ernest Williams committed the felony offense of theft by taking the property of Juan Smith, the value of which is at least $5,000 but less than $25,000 with the intent of depriving said owner. February the 3rd of 2018, committed the felony offense of Grand Theft Auto of California, Los Angeles, by feloniously stealing, taking, and driving away a 2008 Fleetwood Providence vehicle, the personal property of Rebecca Baker. This was an act involving theft, which is chargeable. Act 14, making or delivering a check with insufficient funds. This was also in California. Willfully with the intent to defraud, making a check in the amount of $20,000 to Rebecca Baker for the payment of money, knowing that he had no sufficient funds in the bank. Can I ask a question? Who taking a $20,000 check and it ain't certified? I wish I would take a check from somebody that ain't certified and it ain't. You write me a check for $20,000. That better be a certified check. That better be a certified cashier's check. $20,000? And you just taking it out of somebody's personal account? Where they do that at? Now, I'm not blaming the victim. Let's be clear. I don't know that lady. I'm not blaming the victim. I'm just wondering who taking $20,000 checks off of people's personal account. That's all. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Now, I'm not blaming the victim, child. You got. I'm just. October the 13th of 2018, theft by taking in Georgia. Unlawfully taking a Big Tex trailer, the property of Big Tex Trailer World, the value of which at least $5,000 but less than $25,000 with the intent of depriving the owner of his property or her property. October the 13th of 2018. He was busy in October and in November of 2018. Golly. You had a lot going on, Mr. Ernesto. Dang. Committed the felony offense of deposit account fraud in Henry County, Georgia by making, withdrawing, and delivering check number. They got the check number 888. An instrument for the payment of money on Wells Fargo, a bank located within the state of Georgia, to Big Tex Trailer World in the amount of $9,589. Child, they got the cents and 3 cents. For the present consideration of a Big Tex trailer, which is chargeable under the laws of Georgia. November the 5th of 2018, Ernest Williams committed the felony offense of grand theft out in Orange County, California, by feloniously stealing and taking labor and personal property of Source Motors, Inc., including a fender wheel rack, MOMO steering wheel and adapter, headlights, center console rack, a D-ring guard, windshield brush guard, and a mirror. Nigga stole all the parts. He said, "Let me get that mirror too." He said, "Let me get that mirror too." Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh gosh, which exceeded $950. 18. November the 15th of 2018, making or delivering check with insufficient funds. Child, here he go again, writing these bad checks. This in Orange County. He wrote a check in the amount of $6,361.88 to Source Motor Inc. for the payment of money, knowing he didn't have it in the bank. And all other checks that were outstanding. January 31st of 2019, theft by taking. Down in Fulton County this time. He get around. He done went from California to Fulton County, and child, he ain't playing with y'all. Unlawfully taking United States currency and a 2012 Ford Transit Connect vehicle, the property of Rashida Sanders, the value of which was at least $5,000 but less than $25,000 with the intention of depriving the owner. March the 23rd of 2019, committed the felony offense of theft by taking down in Cobb County, Georgia. Unlawfully taking a Big Tex. Yo, y'all, you did Big Tex bad. This is about the third charge against Big Tex. Child, he allegedly took another trailer from Big Tex in the value of $5,000, less than $25,000, with the intent to deprive. March the 23rd of 2019, deposit account fraud. Delivering a check, an instrument for the payment of money on a bank into Big Tex Trailer World in the amount of $1,500 or more than the present consideration of a Big Tex trailer, knowing that the said check will not be honored. This was an act involving theft. July the 24th of 2020. Theft by taking. He laid low for a little while, y'all. So from March 2019 to July 2020, I guess he was chilling. I guess he was laying low. I don't know. Theft by taking. Fulton County, Georgia, unlawfully taking U.S. currency, the property of Calvin Colton, the value of which was at least $5,000 but less than $25,000 with the intent to deprive said owner of property. February the 1st of 2021, filing false documents. Knowingly filing a document titled Amended Answer Defenses and Counterclaims in the matter of Vistory USA Inc. versus Shirley Strawberry case 20 ED blah, 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 in the Magistrate Court of Fulton County, Georgia, knowing and having reason to know that the document was false and contained the materially false statement and representation that the document had been prepared and filed by attorney April Holloway, the attorney Nicholas Benzine. This was an act of racketeering activity. Child, February 1st of 2021, identity fraud. Fulton County, willfully and fraudulently without authorization and consent, using the name of attorney April Holloway, identifying information concerning a person in a false document titled Amended Answer. February 1st, 2021, identity fraud again. Willfully and fraudulently without authorization and consent, using the name Nicholas Benzine, identifying information concerning a person in the false document. February the 3rd, filing false documents. Again, that same case, he filed false documents in the court. So here's the thing too, y'all, and I know some of y'all know this. But y'all know that when you commit a crime, they can charge every part of that crime as a separate charge, which it looks like what they're doing in some of these cases, right? Are we still going turnip greens? It's so it sounds like in this one case, they have about 4 or 5 charges based on the information he put in the answer to this lawsuit. Right? So that's why listen, they can get you every step of the way, child. Every step I take. You just gotta. Okay, Tracy, you got some money coming to you, girl. I'm gonna do it all at the end, though. Thank y'all for blessing Tracy. Thank y'all for blessing her on her birthday. Thank you, y'all. Child. February the 15th of 2021, felony offense of theft by taking in Fulton County. This time, he allegedly stole a Harley Davidson from Regina Delaney, the value which exceeds $24,000. March the 15th, theft by taking. Child, big tax again. Big tax. Now, this is about the 3rd or 4th time. Y'all didn't have him on no list by now. Big tax. Y'all don't have him on no list. This a whole year later. Shoot. Y'all ain't know? Anyway. By unlawfully taking a trailer, the property of Regina Delaney, the value of which was at least, it was a woman. That's why, child. At least what was that? Was at least $5,000, but less than $25,000 with the intention of depriving said owner. March the 24th, false statements and writings. That's in Fulton County. Willfully making the false statements to Sandy Springs Police Department detective that King was an attorney. April Holloway said that King was an attorney who lawfully represented Ernest Williams. Thank you. Making false statements that Erica King was an attorney who lawfully represented Ernest Williams during a criminal investigation being conducted by the detective, said the statements within the jurisdiction of Sandy Springs. So remember, Erica King, allegedly, if you go back to the beginning, she represented herself as his attorney. And so these are the charges connected with that. March the 24th of 2021, identity fraud. Fulton County, willfully and fraudulently without authorization and consent, using the name of attorney April Holloway, identifying information concerning a person by falsely representing to Sandy Springs Police Department Detective Tomlin in a three-way telephone conversation. April the 1st, 2021, April Fool's Day, identity fraud. Again, saying, representing yourself as April Holloway, a licensed attorney. So it sounds like they actually used the name of a real attorney, but it wasn't her. August the 15th of 2021, Fulton County taking a 1998 Prevost Royale vehicle, the property of Gail Bickham, the value which exceeds $25,000 with the intention of depriving said owner of the property. Sir, you are in trouble. August the 15th, Fulton County, theft by taking a 2021 Mercedes-Benz GLE. That was a brand new Benz too. The value which exceeds $25,000 with the intent of depriving said owner. November the 21st of 2021, Fulton County, theft of services. Knowingly obtaining a vehicle repair service which were available only for compensation, the value of which was at least $1,500, but less than $5,000 from Palmer Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. November the 21st of 2021, financial transaction card fraud with the intent to defraud. This is for Barlow County, Georgia. The attempt to defraud Precinct 1 Auto Sales and Melody Scretchen, obtaining goods and services, the value of which exceeds $2,000 by giving orally and in writing a MasterCard financial transaction card amount with they put the count number ending in blah, 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 to Precinct 1 Auto Sales, the provider of the goods and services for billing purposes without the authorization and permission of Melody Scretchen, the card holder. So he allegedly stole somebody's credit card and used her credit card to put a deposit on this vehicle because $1,000 ain't nothing but a down payment on something, child, on the car. December the 1st, we almost there. We almost at the end, honey. We almost at the end. December 1st, 2021, Fulton County, identity fraud. Without authorization and consent, using a MasterCard number ending, same one, Melody Scretchen, an unauthorized purchase in the amount of $2,000 down to the auto sales place. December 1st, financial transaction credit card fraud. This one was for $1,000. This time he was using a Visa that belonged to a Lord Trucks. Child. December 1st, child, how many credit cards did you have? Identity fraud. Without authorization and consent, use the Visa card. Again, Melody Scretchen. Another card for Melody? Dang. This one was an amount of $1,000. So that's at least 2 different credit cards, 4 different transactions, all on the same day. That's crazy. December the 2nd, financial card fraud, transaction card fraud. This time it was $800. Again, Melody Scretchen. But this time they was at a different location. They were at Laura's Trucks Incorporated. So the next day he got up and went to another dealership, honey. That's what it looked like. December the 2nd, identity fraud. Again, he used Melody's Visa again. This time it was for $800. I guess he wasn't sure how much money was left on the card, I guess. December the 2nd, transaction credit card fraud, $1,000. This time it was Melody again. He tore Melody credit card up. Damn, Melody. Child, he tore your credit card up. December the 2nd, he had your MasterCard and your Visa. December the 2nd, again, identity fraud, MasterCard, Melody scratching for another $1,000 down to Laura's Trucks. Child. Y'all better watch out for Melody. Melody gonna show up at this daggone courthouse. Because he told Melody up. He told Melody credit card up. We ain't even done. December the 4th. Melody again, y'all. Visa. This time it was her Visa card for $1,000 down to Laura's Trucks. Down to Laura's Trucks. He told, baby, in 2 days, 3 days, he started on December the 1st. We on December the 4th. And he is still using Melody's card. Here go another one. December the 4th. Identity fraud. Melody scratching her Visa for another $1,000. Y'all, he told her up. I need to pause for a second. He told Melody card up, y'all. And he had her MasterCard and her Visa. I mean, I don't know whether I don't know whether he stole her card from her or I don't know. We don't know the whole story yet. But what we do know is that between December the 1st and December the 4th, he allegedly, unlawfully used her MasterCard and her Visa on at least, what did I read, about 6 transactions just now? Was she the teacher? Is that the lady that was the teacher? I can't keep all these names straight. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Oh, Lord. All right. Right. Sigota said he was moving so fast it all didn't have a chance to hit her credit. I mean, I guess. You know, again, people who do this type of stuff, they know how to play the game. They know how to play the game, child. All right, we almost done, y'all. We almost done. I know y'all are like, I said that already, but child, the hits just keep coming. All right, we're in January of 2022, so you know we're getting close. He was arrested in July, so we're getting close. January 1st of 2022, child, he was out on New Year's Day playing games. Theft by taking on New Year's Day. Unlawfully taking a 2018 Nissan Altima from you done stole Melody car? Child, first he tore up her credit cards, then he stole her car, allegedly. The value of which was at least $5,000, but less than $25,000. Yeah, this man done allegedly stole this woman car. February the 7th of 2022, filing false documents down in Fulton County. Knowingly filing a document titled Notice of Appearance and Substitution of Counsel in the matter of Regina Delaney versus Ernesto Williams. So this goes back to the false attorney, child, the fake attorney. The fake attorney. February 7th of 2022, identity fraud. Fraudulently without authorization and consent using the name of attorney April. There we go again, using April Holloway again. Notice of appearance and substitution of counsel. February 7th, identity fraud again. That's April Holloway again. March the 28th, theft by taking. Child, here he go back out here stealing, allegedly. Unlawfully taking U.S. currency, the property of Christine Mays, the value of which exceeded $24,000 with the intent of depriving said owner of property. So you stole $25,000 from this woman? Because it said taking U.S. currency. So you just stole $25,000 from this lady. June the 10th, solicited and coerced Erica King to commit the felony offense of identity fraud. So that, listen, let me put a pin right there. In my non-legal opinion, in my non-legal, excuse me, I can't even get the words out. In my non-legal opinion, What this sound like to me is that Erica is cooperating because they said, I'm going to read it again. I'm going to read it again. Identity fraud. Hold on. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I done scroll down. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. What did I do? I must have scrolled down. What did I do? Hold on, y'all. My bad. Did I skip over something? Hold on, y'all. I must have scrolled past something. Here it is right here. Yeah, I had scrolled past it. On or about February the 7th, Ernesto Williams solicited and coerced Erica King to commit the felony offense. That sounds like Erica is cooperating because why she had to be coerced? If they co-conspirators, they did it together, right? He coerced her to do it. That sounded to me like she playing, like he talked me into it. I was so caught up in the mystique. He seduced me. Willfully and fraudulently without authorization and consent using the name, again, April Holloway. Because Erica King was the one that was running around here pretending to be his lawyer, in case y'all forgot that part. February the 7th, identity fraud. Again, April Holloway. Falsely representing to Judge Ashley Drake that King was his attorney. March the 28th, theft by taking. Okay, yeah, that's what. Okay, all right. I kind of skipped over some stuff. All right. May the 4th, child, he stole another Harley Davidson in 2021, allegedly. A 2021 Harley Davidson, property of Olivia Washington, the value of which exceeds $25,000. June the 10th, identity fraud. Again, got Erica out here acting like she's somebody's attorney and she not. She writing letters to people representing herself as an attorney. June the 30th, theft by taking a 2002 Prevost Liberty vehicle, the property of Gail Beckenham, the value which exceeds $25,000 with the intention of depriving the owner. Now, mind you, he got arrested. Remember, he got arrested on the 4th of July or around the 4th of July because remember Shirley said that they was watching the fireworks. So, sir, you was out here allegedly committing crimes until a few days before you got arrested. Well, damn. So that was 57 acts. So remember, it was 30-something charges, 57 acts. Hold on, y'all. And then it goes through the counts that we already read through. It gives you, y'all know how this goes. It gives you more detail about the counts. Let me keep scrolling. Hold on. Y'all see how long this indictment is? 39 counts. 39 counts. $39 counts, y'all. That's crazy as hell. And this is only the financial crimes. Exactly, because word on the curb is, now I didn't say this. Word on the curb is, when did I hit the button? I never came back on camera. Word on the curb is, baby, this ain't it. Word on the curb is he still got some more charges because remember, we have heard things about these women that are alleging that he assaulted them. We talked about that. I did a live about one of the women that used to work for him. She has a YouTube channel. She told her story about working for him and what she alleges that he did to her. We know that he has been accused of some other very, very, very heinous acts that involve his daughter, that involve a laptop and some, PORN. So those are just the financial charges, you guys. We know that there are more things that are out there that, and for you to be sitting here complaining, like these people doing you so dirty and you so innocent and they don't have nothing on you. I would love to know what your definition is of nothing on me. Because they went all the way back to 2009 on you, sir. And not only did they go all the way back to 2009, it was 3 different states. You got LA, Kentucky, and Georgia. And I feel like Florida is going to be involved at some point, because ain't that where Erica King was living, down in Florida? Maybe I got her mixed up with Sonya. Let me not say that. I might have her mixed up. Yeah, I might have that woman mixed up. Honey, it's a mess. It's a whole mess. Y'all know we're going to keep following this. We're going to keep following this case. But this situation is a whole mess. But yes, Ernesto was hit with a RICO charge earlier this week. And it sounds bad. Sounds bad. Anyway, I'll be back later on tonight to talk about this show, Never Ever Mets, over on the Really Be Reviews channel. And then we are going to be talking about over on El Teddy's channel later on tonight. We are going to be talking about Chasing Dallas. So I got a full plate tonight. So I'm about to get up off of here, go get me something to eat so I can be ready at 9:30 to talk about this show, Never Ever Mets, child. Okay? All right. Thank y'all for being here. If you are new here, please make sure you have subscribed to the channel. I appreciate everybody that sent Tracy a tip. I'm going to send it to her as soon as I get off of here right now. Thank you so much for sending Tracy the tip. Tracy, you got some money coming your way, so you can keep having your drinks, honey. El Teddy, I believe at 10 o'clock. What about Kim? We got to do Kim Porter another day. Listen, we're going to do Kim Porter. Hold on, let me add this up, Tracy, so I make sure I know how much I'm sending you, girl. We're going to do Kim Porter, child. It's going to be a full weekend. I got a lot of stuff to bring y'all this weekend. We got a lot to talk about. Amanda Seals still out here lying, playing in our faces, and I'm sick of the people out here defending them. I'm sick of the people out here defending her. I am sick of the people out here defending her. Listen, you can like somebody and still accept the fact that they do stuff that is not okay. You can like somebody and still say, okay, on this one, girl, you was doing too much. I literally had people that was like, well, people self-diagnose themselves all the time. I don't see what the problem is. The problem is that man asked you, when will you die? When did you get a diagnosis? And she said recently, when she never got a diagnosis, all she had to say was, I never went to a doctor, but I've done my research and I know me. And baby, that would have been the end of the conversation. But what you're not going to do is piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. What you're not going to do is tell me that you didn't say what I know I heard you say. Anyway, I'm done, because now we're going to go left. Yes, we got another OJ to do. Yes, we got, like I said, y'all, we got a lot to cover. We got a lot to cover over the next couple of weeks. Next couple of days. We got a lot to cover, okay? All right, you guys. I will talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.